Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening to all of our leaders, our partner council members on the call, our historical leaders who have also gotten on the call. We're hoping to have more people than this, but this is a meeting we would be having moving forward twice a week to help us ensure that we are successful with our road show. This road show is so important to us because as Nigerians and as Africa, connections are the lifeblood of all of our relationships. And it is not just virtual connections for us, it is in-person connection. And this is what this road show is providing for us. It's providing an opportunity for you to begin to expand your team, expand your market share as a brand partner. Here's an opportunity for you to do that because all you need to do is to invite your potential brand partners or customers to connect with us at the event center. All right, and learn more about our products, learn more about Partner Co, and learn more about the opportunities that we offer. So I won't take much of our time. I'll just let the Partner Council members coordinate this call. I will come back at the end and I can be able to add more. But I know that we're in good hands with the Partner Council members and other leaders on the call tonight. Dr. Charles Eremosele, over to you.
All right, thank you so very much. I'm truly excited to be here. Thank you, everyone. Trust we're all doing great, and we're beginning to see massive momentum. Come on, let's go to group and just type momentum. I'm seeing everybody. Ole Anthony Molan is smiling. Everybody is just. Do you know you are in a business that actually has millions and billions of naira and dollars to offer you? Get to the group. Just type in momentum. Just one momentum is fine. Yes, let's get the room up. Let's always remember, just like Blessing said, this is what we've been asking for several months now, and we now have it. So the first congratulations, I would like us to celebrate Madam Blessing and the corporate team. We just celebrate them. We really appreciate you for the hard work and everything you're doing, and we really thank you for this opportunity because everything rises and falls on visibility. And now that we are beginning to hit, we're starting with the roadshow. I believe that's really going to be quite amazing. So thank you everyone for coming in. I believe more people will come in, but maybe you are actually, this is actually very important to you and your team because you must understand that this business rises and falls on leadership. And so how you're also able to take the information we have here and stream it down would actually be very important because I can promise you every single time a company has a road trip or a tour. Let me just talk about Nigeria a little. We are talking about a population. If you're looking at Abuja now on a safe level, averagely, I think we're talking about almost 4.7 million people. Just think about that in your head, that at the end of the day, you have your team, you and your team season just 1% or 0.5% of that. If we move over to the east, the last election, if I remember very well, I'm familiar with this place because I've run trainings in this place before on consultancy. I think Anambra alone is actually referred to as the Tokyo of Africa. That place alone has a population of going to about 4.7 million. Just think about 1%. Then you come over to, you talk about Lagos, and Lagos has, I think, about 21 million as far as the former, but we know that Lagos is actually far more. So I'm not even focusing on the population. I'm focusing on you just aiming at 1%. You have your 1%. Your team has, as a community, as a network, has their 1%. And then, of course, so just think about that. Think about from a 1% category. Personally, who are the people you have within that state? But let me don't run ahead of myself. The first thing you need to understand that now that the company has done what we are asking for, it's the biggest opportunity you have. There is always a major surge every single time there's a tour. For some of you that may have been in this kind of business before, or you know what happens when a company actually plans such kind of tour, you know what happens. So it's your opportunity to be able to put together, start preparing, putting together plans, to be able to like capture that audience. I can tell you this is going to be one of the biggest surge. I know what happened. Blessing would bear us witness, in the last meeting, or mini super, let me just call it super Saturday that we had in Lagos. You know what happened at the end of the day? That in short, we ended up bombarding her with several, that was just a little window on a particular discount. I know people kept on bombarding, we didn't know where those crowd actually came from. Now, what you need to understand about Nigeria, we are just waking up from what I would call a depression, even though we're not calling it that. So people are looking for the next biggest opportunity. So there is no better time than now to begin to create your invite list. There is no better time than now. So if you're really going to grow in this company, if you're really going to build that legacy company where your children can benefit generationally from this business, you need to start thinking generationally. So right now, the biggest assignment you have between now and the date that we're going to be giving, if I were you, just make up your mind, we're looking at the first or second week. If I were you, begin to make up your plans. Make up your plans, first of all, to be there. That's one of the most important things. Whatever is going to take you, if as a leader, you need to be there. If there are people within your team that may, they are dragging maybe called the finances, why not come together as a team, put together something? Set up a system where more people can afford to be there, because your presence is important. I have known this about occasions like this where you tell somebody, talk to this person for me. We have very great people in our company. This is one of the best companies that I've seen the highest level of integrity. So you can talk to a leader to say, okay, be there, help me talk to this person, and stuff like that. But there is nothing as important as your presence in those places. So if you can, please, it's important that you make that a very, very important. So first of all, your presence is there. So you begin to make plans to be there. Secondly is create an invite list. Don't stop there. The mistake a lot of people do is, some people launch into, doing what they call it now, sponsored ads and a lot of things. That has its place. When you're inviting people that you don't know, it's a good one, because at the end of the day, you end up giving them a first view of what you are presenting to them. But when you first of all go into family, friends, and your network, what that does for you is that there's already a level of expectancy and respect for you. So that is the first list you are supposed to get, is your own personal invite list. Who are the people you know in that town? Who are the people that you've talked to in the past that you need to reawaken that relation? Some of you have been in markets before where things did not just work out as planned. Get back to those people. So create an invite list of nothing less than 100. If a leader, I'm telling you 100, you can as well know what I'm going to. I mean, likely do 3 times that number. So get your own invite list, and then you can now begin to look at other things like how do you use mass comm, the mass media, radio is there, TV is there. There are different networks you can use, you can talk to those key people within those places also and tell them to also teach them on how they can get their own 1% as well. And I'm sure it's really going to be a massive thing. So let's take note that you have your personal responsibility, and then you also need to stream this down also to your different communities and people you have. What you can do, like what I have done, is that people that are within that locality, let's take, for example, Abuja. I want to get my team that is in Jos. I want to get my team that is in just the neighboring environment, Kaduna, Kano, Nasarawa, some of those states. I want to get them to be present in the Abuja event. Oh, sorry, I was talking about Lagos. I was supposed to talk about Port Harcourt. Yeah. Then for the Port Harcourt region, you also have that environment as well. You want to get people that are within that locality to be present at the Port Harcourt event. The same thing also goes for the Anambra event. Now, if you are going to Anambra, you want to calculate people that you have around Delta states, Asaba, Warri, some of those places. You also want to calculate some of the neighboring Enugu and Co. So you see, you've been given the best possible opportunity to reload your business. That's what I want to use. Let me say that again. You've been given the second most important opportunity to reload your business. Somebody told me years ago, he said, if you want to be number one, practice what number two is doing. So what do I mean by that? you want to, everybody that have actually made a leap in this business, whether it's our company, but as far as it's within the MLM system, go and check all of them. Majority of that breakthrough came at periods like this, where there was a surge. If you understand what a surge is, a surge means at the end, but what you are doing, 1, 2, 3 people, you now have an opportunity to invite the whole world. I don't care if Madam Blessing decides to produce a hall that's 200 for 200 people. If I have 200 people on my list and all of them are there, I don't want to care what they do. They can decide to rent the entire hotel and have everybody there. But my own duty is to ensure that I have that hall packed full with my own people. I listen to what I'm saying. So please, very important for you to understand. I will say that again. Whenever there's a surge, whenever there's a rotor, there's normally a surge for your business. Don't play with it. And then just to give one more point before I allow other of the partner council members to speak as well, is one of the things you also have to do also is what is this word? You don't just be there, don't just attend, don't just invite. It doesn't stop with invitation. You must also begin to practice how to close. There's no better time to do that than now. What does it take to close? Because those people are going to come. Some people are just going to come and they will hear everything and they are going to go back. So you also have the window to prepare to close them within that program. I believe that in the timetable, there's going to be a period where maybe after the whole talks, people can go with their different teams, you know, and maybe have a mini section with them and stuff like that. So please, it's very important that you take some of these steps and know that this is actually one of the biggest opportunities that has actually happened to us. The biggest opportunity is not the start of the company last year or when they did on the anniversary. The biggest opportunity you have right now is that this company is going to be in 3 major states. And if you miss this surge, I don't know when next you're going to get the next surge. So let me pause here and just maybe allow Michelle or back to you, Madam Blessing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Charles. Thank you. Thank you. I feel right now like a brand partner, like I'm super pumped up. I want to get on the road. But for the sake of all of us on the call, I'd like to reiterate that Abuja is happening for 1st of May. 1st of May, it's a public holiday. It's an opportunity for us to connect in Abuja. And then we'll move to Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is tentatively slated for 4th of May, and then Anambra 5th of May. All right. So those are the dates for the event as of today. So let's start getting our people prepared. Let me hand over to another partner council member. Michelle, are you on the call? All right. So is Michelle on the call? Okay, while we're waiting for Michelle, I see some very key leaders who are building across Africa. Is Dr. Lin Goon on the call? Dakpo and Anthony Molan.
I am here.
All right, Anthony.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Awesome. Hey, everybody. I'm going to just piggyback up off of what Dr. Charles just mentioned. And I also seen Michelle in the comments as well comment. There is nothing like if you really want to build your business and you really want to create time freedom and financial freedom here, being at these events and getting to mingle and learn from everybody that's going to be there and getting your friends and family there as well it's a game changer. It will blow your mind at what can happen. And making that names list, I still have a names list to this day. And I've been doing this for 12 years. I still have a names list of people, and that list always grows. But I always write down who they are. Most time, if I get their phone number, I write down where they were from, little key notes that I may pick up the time I did get to meet them. So then now I'm able to call them, and because timing in everybody's life is going to be different at different times. But I can promise you this, there are people on their hands and knees praying, looking for what we have our hands on. The key to it now is, how do we get this information in front of them? Well, the best way is to get them to this in-person events that's going on. Pick up the phone, call them, text them, remind them, pick them up if you need to. However you got to get them there, you get them there. And I promise you this, the more people you invite, the better possibility you have of more people showing up as well. So invite, don't miss it. This is what y'all been looking for, and I promise you, you're gonna thank yourself, and pretty much, because what you do now is gonna set you up for later on in the year. So if you want 2024 to end off big, you got to go now. It starts now. Like, then you'll see it within about 90 days. You're gonna see some momentum start to really, really happen. Definitely depending on how many people you get there.
Thank you so much, Anthony. And that's from our leader in US that is building in Nigeria. And I know a lot of you see him on Facebook, you follow his page, and you see some of the activities like the in-person meetings happening in US, and you say you want to have this in Nigeria. So here is the opportunity for you to also experience and be equipped with tools like this, because the in-person meeting is a tool to help you achieve the kind of success that you want to see. So remember our first success series, when the Scots ask you to have a vision, and the vision too must be in monetary form. So think about how much you want to earn. And then you now divide that by the total number of persons you need to start inviting to this event. Now is the time to get started. Is our partner council members back on? Dakpo, I see a lot of these events happening for you also in US, and you're building momentum. How important is events like this, Dakpo?
Hello, Blessing. How you doing this afternoon?
Awesome.
Evening, should I say? I'm sorry. So there is, I just want to say quickly, hello to everybody. Sorry, I was late on joining, but I will say this to my brothers back home and sisters back home. It is very important that these events that you attend. I went to an event one time and I heard this guy say this: every event will expose you, and I'm going to use the word ease as I begin to say this. Every event will expose you. The environment will expose you. It then influences your expectation. I'm going to say that again. Every event you go to is going to expose you to an experience. The environment is going to expose you to an experience, which in turn influences your expectation. And just going back to what Mr. Anthony was saying earlier, I know it's hard. We all have busy schedules. I completely understand that. But I tell people, everything that you do counts for you, and everything that you do not do counts against you. When you go to a particular event, be it in person, on a Zoom call, you're reading a book, whatever it is, you're beginning to influence your energy. And I was once told by my mentor that success is something that you will attract by becoming. You have to be first, and then it comes to you second. And going to these events, it's so pivotal, it's so vital, it's so essential. Can you attend all the events? Probably not. But the ones that you can attend to, I promise you, slowly you're beginning to change your vibration, you're beginning to change your energy, and you will begin to attract the people, the customers that you need that will elevate you to the next level. So events, be it on Zoom, be it on calls in person, it might be the same thing, but guess what? But for those of us who go to church, we've heard the saying that faith cometh by hearing. Hearing, it is present continuous. So you got to keep on hearing it, keep on hearing it, keep on getting better. And then before you know it, your vibration, your energy is on a whole other level, and you now begin to attract people into your business. So events are so important, from the exposure the experience, the environment will now in turn influence your expectation. Thank you, Blessing, for letting me share.
Thank you so much, Dapo, for sharing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Michelle and Ajiri, our partner council members.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, Michelle.
Okay, the network was busy disturbing me. So good evening, everyone. Everybody have said virtually everything. When you called me, I was trying to unmute, but the network wasn't allowing me to do that. So they have virtually said everything. Eric Warren said that events like these are opportunity for us to build our businesses. And so for those of us who may not know what to say about the company and about the product, this is an opportunity to invite all the prospects, to invite everybody living around this area. And then you have the opportunity for them to be presented about the product and about the company all at once. And then all you have to do is probably to follow up on them. And then this is also an opportunity to give them first impression about the company PartnerCo. You know, a lot of people are having doubt, is this company real? This is an opportunity for them to see that PartnerCo is real. They are going to see the leaders, they are going to see Blessing, who is the country manager. They are going to see a lot of people that will, you know, give them that confidence that this company is real. And Eric also said that the person with the most invitees become a top leader, and that's absolutely true. So take advantage of the market share, invite as many people as you can. Dr. Charles was saying 1%. Do you know what it means to have 1% of Abuja market share, of Port Harcourt market share, of Anambra market share and its environment? That is so huge. So start making that name list, start inviting people, because at the end of the day, your ability to close these people who attended this event and saw things for themselves, saw things firsthand, is going to catapult you into one of the top leaders in this company and in this industry. So thank you very much. We look forward to seeing all of you at the events. Thank you so much, Madam Blessing, for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Michelle, our partner council member. Ajiri, over to you.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Can you hear me, Blessing?
Yes, loud and clear.
Awesome. Thank you for the opportunity to address this August gathering. I'm so excited about the upcoming tours to Abuja, Port Harcourt. And thank you for this meeting, because honestly, as I was just listening to everybody, my mind was working that, I mean, it looks as if this thing was never going to come. Now it's here. And I'm just thinking of all my people out there in Port Harcourt, in Jos, and how to get my brand partners to invite as many people to populate those events, because it's an opportunity that must not be missed. So, I mean, all I'm going to say is action in getting people to be at all the events in Anambra, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja. All the brand partners need to invite all their prospects. So I'm just going to get right on after the meetings to reach out to my brand partners. Everybody has to have people turn up for those meetings, because this is where they are going to learn as much about the company, the compensation plan, the beauty of the product. For me, the product is major. And the more people we can share the experiences. I remember the event we had in Lagos. If we can have even more people in those events in Abuja to let people know, about the beauty of Noni, I think the rest will take care of itself. But we need to get word out there. So we need to have as many people invited to the events in the 3 places. And definitely I'm going to work on it with my brand partners. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ajiri. Thank you, leaders. we have in our midst an historic leader also who has been, with the company for over 2 decades. Mrs. Margaret Wiwuga, can you unmute and say a few words? We're coming to your city in Port Harcourt. Mrs. Wiwuga, can you unmute? Okay, she might be struggling with that. We'll give her a few minutes. Is Dr. Lynn? I know I called on Dr. Lynn earlier on. Is Dr. Lynn on the call?
Okay, can you hear me now, Blessing?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I have very familiar faces on this team tonight. I know Dr. Charles, I know Ajiri, and it's so nice to hear you speak about this business so positively, so enthusiastically. Well, you know what it means to, come into a business and then sleep up for a while. I think that's what happened to me. But when you discover what is beautiful and powerful about Noni, it's not something you just let go of. And so I see this opportunity as a wonderful one. And I'm trusting God that Port Harcourt, my team in Port Harcourt, is going to come alive. And we are going to take advantage of this opportunity. Thank you so much, Blessing, for giving me the opportunity to say something. I appreciate your work you're doing. And I know we've come a long way. There is no going back. We are just going to do so much better. Thank you so much. God bless us all.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. One of our historic leaders there, very passionate about the products that we have. People who have come to love Noni. And so finally, is Dr. Lynn on the call? Dr. Lynn Gun, is she on the call, Dr. Charles?
Oh, well, by the way, today is her birthday, so
yes,
I think
especially so. Okay.
I hope she's able to answer.
Okay. Bridget
I think that's Dr. Emmanuel
Dr.
Charles using Dr. Lynn's picture, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. As a birthday. All right. Bridget Hagba, please. Finally.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm super excited that at least the event is coming to the north. It has always been Lagos. The last one I couldn't make it, but for Abuja, I'm going to be there live, and I'm going to reach out to as many people I can and show them the beauty of Noni and the amazing opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Can't wait to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while. We need to hug again. We need to have some sugar.
So,
well done.
Yeah, blessed. That was Dr. Charles, one of our top leaders in Port Harcourt. He's the one on possibly.
Oh, Dr. Charles Emmanuel. Dr. Charles, a few words from you. We're coming to your seat in Port Harcourt. Dr. Charles Emmanuel, is he anywhere close to his phone?
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, ladies and
evening.
gentlemen. Okay, she's my boss, so I'm celebrating her today.
Oh, that's beautiful. I celebrate her too.
I didn't want to come online because I have not been coming online, so I didn't want to be noticed.
Oh, this DP now made you very noticeable.
Okay. It's my pleasure. So I'm expecting you guys. We are planning we already started planning about the program last year. So it's going to be a big event here in Port Harcourt. I've been telling my people, I went out today to speak to some people about it. So I'm expecting you guys.
Awesome. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about our industry. It's events like this that allow us to connect to our larger family, not just those close to us that we see daily, but we know that we have family everywhere, And that still stands so true for me, that a lot of persons I meet while I travel are people who have met through the industry. And we connect, like Bridget told Michelle, you know, that hug, like your siblings, like you've known all your life, because there's that connection that you had that can't be broken, you know. Comrades in business, comrades in helping people everywhere to be able to achieve the kind of life, healthier life, happier and more wealthier life. That's what we're all about. And that's what this opportunity presents for us. Remember some of the things Dr. Charles spoke about, creating an invite list. Remember that you too can have a market share of all of the places we're going to, an opportunity for you to expand your team across all of those regions. And also do not forget that Abuja is 1st of May, Port Harcourt is 4th of May, and then Anambra will go next, the next day after that. Amazing opportunity. We'll meet every twice a week, Tuesdays and Friday. Tuesdays and Fridays, we will meet same time as we continue to plan. We want to stay connected, united, bonded, so that we're planning together, we're carrying everyone along. If you need information, if you need help out to be able to generate leads and all of that, reach out to anyone on this call. We are helping one another to be able to get a market share. There is enough for everyone. So because you rise does not stop the next person from rising. So we're helping hand in hand together. We're helping each other to be able to get a market share. So imagine that you get 1%, everybody gets 1%. We're expanding partner code to the world and creating visibility. It's an amazing opportunity. Let's meet again on Friday, same time. Fridays and Tuesdays, same time, as we continue to build towards this roadshow. Let's stay together and reach out. Begin to reach out. You don't need to be in this area to start building your invite list. You know someone in this area, and that person knows 10 other persons in this area. Just reach out to that person in these locations we've mentioned that you haven't spoken to in a while. You'll be amazed at an opportunity that you will be preferring to them, an opportunity that would change their life forever. Thank you so much, Nigeria. Dr. Charles, any parting words before we close the call?
No, just want to say everybody to just be excited. It's what we've prayed for. That's something about faith, you know, learning to be grateful and thankful for the things. So right now, don't just do everything we've said. Vision, have the vision of it, and begin to call for that vision, and so that it lines up exactly with what you're saying. So I know I'm going to get that whole part full. So I want to believe for the same as you as well. So let's go back. Work starts immediately. Now. Let's keep momentum high continually. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nigeria. Thank you, team. Thank you, family. See you on Friday, same time.